Hey, good morning, everyone. Hey, I thought I'd bring something that smacks of good news today. I'm going to talk about 5 reasons for small businesses to be optimistic. The first underlying reason for this optimism is that the entrepreneurial spirit in the small business world is just as strong as it is in the tech and biotech world. People want to succeed. People have that spirit and energy and drive to make a change if they have to overcome this uh, pandemic and find new ways of doing business. The optimism is there. It's what drives it. It drives innovation in the way business is done, the pivot to new ways of doing business. They're responding to the restrictions imposed upon them for social distancing and masking and not being able to touch people and being close to people. It forces innovation. That's the way entrepreneurs work. They find new ways. One of those new ways is online work, which has really revolutionized the way a lot of businesses are done as they're discovering they don't need to be in the same room at the same time. All of this is in the spirit of staying safe. Let me go through 5 examples of this for this optimism. The first one, and this is from an article in Forbes magazine I read this morning, that indicates that 75% agree they are better prepared if they have to go through another one of these pandemics sometime in the future. Hopefully we don't have to do that. Since 75% agree that they're better prepared, that kind of says we weren't so prepared for this, were we? So that's one point of optimism. The second is 52% of this survey expect recovery in 6 months. That's towards the end of the year. It kind of matches other articles I read and, quite frankly, my personal opinion. And it'll be another several months as further caution is imposed on ourselves for fear that the vaccine that's hopefully going to be available early next year is going to work. People are going to be nervous about that too. But 52% expect recovery. Good news. 43% have pivoted their business models to something different. And I've talked about examples in the therapy industry, in the exercise industry. But generally, anything that is a service can be done online. If it ever requires close interaction with people, they change their service to something else or just discontinue it to be replaced by some other form of service that can be done online. That's just one example of pivoting. And there's a lot of that going on. 75% plan to change their work policies. This working from home thing, and frankly, working out pretty good. So the thing that's going on is that they're discovering that a lot of time is saved, less travel. They can get their job done just as effectively, quite frankly, with less distraction. So working from home isn't such a bad thing for some businesses. I think you can expect a lot more of that as time goes on, as lots of companies and lots of employees have learned that working from home is still pretty effective. And maybe we'll be in a hybrid kind of situation, a combination of working from home, going into the office for special meetings and things like that. So I think that's a revelation to small business owners. 22% have employees learning new skills. As they pivot, training programs are being put in place and employees are upgrading their skills to do new things or do current things in new ways. In addition to all of what they're learning to protect themselves and protect other employees. There's 5 reasons for small businesses to be optimistic. You can see the underlying pattern. There are lots of examples of this. Here's 5 examples I read about this morning. Hope that helps. Keep up the good work, all you small business owners. Again, I'm Bill Warner with EntreDot.